Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Just wanted to show you guys a recap that I had today on ticker symbol GENE, G-E-N-E, for a small win for a total profit of 287. I took trades on two other stocks that I lost on, and I'll get to those in a minute. I could have traded a lot better today. I didn't stick to my plan 100%, but let me explain to you what happened. So I took my very first trade on the first 3-minute candlestick to make a new high, which was right here. I got in at 289, anticipating the break of 290 of the previous candle. And then this red line right here was the pre-market high. So I anticipated just the way the price action was moving, that we were definitely going to break pre-market high. So I actually jumped in another 300 shares at 318. Sold that very quickly once it broke pre-market high at around 332, so I was holding my initial 300 shares. I sold another 150 as it broke this daily resistance right here. If we switch over to the daily chart, I drew two key resistant lines, which was right here, served as a support for this candlestick, also the close of this candlestick, and there was also resistance here around 380. As you can see, support for this candlestick, and this candlestick. So I'll get to that in a minute as well. But I was left with 150 shares, which I ended up selling. Looks like right here. I was hoping that the stock could, basically remain intact above this pre-market high of 325, but as soon as it broke it, I just decided to stop out. So but I still had this stock on watch, and then I took my two other trades on the two other stocks, but like I said, I'll get to that in a second. I'll just stick with GENE. So I like the daily chart of GENE. I had this intuition that it was gonna break this resistance. And if it broke this resistance, that it had a good chance of breaking $4. And typically when it breaks whole dollars, it can go to 410, 420. So in my mind, I had like 420, even before, 30 minutes into the trading day. So I did initially get back in again. I bought another 300 shares at 326, which looks like it was a break of this 3-minute candlestick. And then I sold it, looks like right here on this candlestick. I guess I was looking at the 1-minute chart, and I probably didn't like how, well, let's go over to the timer. So this was at 10:06 a.m. Right. So yeah, looks like I sold 150 here and 150 here when it broke the low of this candlestick and this candlestick. So I just told myself I'll just get back in if the stock decided to curve and move up again, which is exactly what it did here. I bought it's about 300 shares around 346, anticipating the break of this candlestick. It looks like I bought another 100 shares as well too, so I was holding 400. Sold 200 right here as it approached this resistance level. Again, if you go back to the daily chart, this 380 level is a very key resistance level. So I just wanted to sell half, hoping that it could break it. But if it didn't, at least I would have gotten my win. And it pulled back for a second, and then inevitably it did break it. But it looks like I sold all of it before it could really, do the damage and break $4. The reason why I sold it early, and this goes back to why I didn't trade as well as I wish I could have. So this is a 1-minute time frame. You could see like this, this level right here, which is I think 364, served as support for this candlestick, this candlestick, this candlestick. And so when I sold it at this candlestick, I sold it because it obviously broke 364 just by a penny. And so I thought it was going to flush down. So I just basically sold out the rest of my position. I shouldn't have done that because, the stop was so tight, and it did eventually bounce back. And then obviously say no more, it actually went for another rally all the way to past 420, like the way I predicted. So literally just you know, an extra penny, which sucks. You know, that 200 shares that I had could have netted me, you know, over $110. So that's a bit disappointing. This trade right here was just, I guess, sort of a desperate play, because I was like, okay, it broke this daily resistance, and it basically you know, rode all the way to $4.30, and so I just bought 80 shares, but I sold that quickly too, because again, it just kept like faking me out. So it was a choppy stock at time, but you know, inevitably it finally found its groove, and right now it's the high is at 452. So could have made a lot more money than I actually ended up doing, but that's okay. Green is good, so that's always the goal. The two other stocks was CANF and MOGO. So let me talk about CANF. So this was a very slow moving stock. Hindsight, I probably should have never even traded it, but the reason why I did was because reversal signal went off for this candlestick, and I talked about the reversal study could be reliable, but sometimes the shorter the time frame that you're using, the less reliable it tends to be. So on the 3-minute chart, it tends to be pretty reliable, but it wasn't during this given time. And basically what I ended up doing was buying at this support level, or at least I thought it was a support level of around like 210. You know, kept bouncing off these candlesticks, kept bouncing off this 210, 211 area. And so I anticipated that it was going to crawl back up and hopefully reach like the 220 area, and I bought 600 shares, so that would have netted me a good win. But it did break this support level, and I just had to stop out, and I only lost $11.34. And the last stock was a dumb trade. This has nothing to do with my strategy and fundamentals, but a part of me just thought I could have gotten lucky, which is obviously not the way you should trade to be a consistent trader. But I'll tell you exactly what happened. So we were flirting with the VWAP right here, and so I bought 600 shares on this candlestick, thinking that there could be a continuation from this candlestick, and if we broke VWAP, we could probably reach around 240, 235ish, and we did break this candlestick right here, but it didn't hold, so I stopped out right away as soon as I saw the price action turning bearish, and I lost about $27. So all in all, 287, not my best day, but at the same time, I'm not complaining since green is good. And it looks like Gene is rallying. Again, guys, with trading, it all goes to the daily chart. Like, how does that daily chart look? Is there any resistance in front of it? And these two were obviously the key resistant levels. And if it broke it, then it looks like the sky would have been the limit, or at least until we would have started approaching the next level of resistance, which looks like it's right here. This study block's in my way. So around the 467 area. So, we'll see. But for those of you guys who are trading this and are still holding, big congrats to you guys. Definitely a big win. But that's the thing I love about day trading. For every train that you miss, there's always gonna be another one right around the corner. So keep your head up. I'm glad you guys enjoy this video. If you do want to support this channel, please hit the subscribe button, and if you have any questions, just leave it down in the comments below. I will answer them. And other than that, I did also want to mention the 15 stocks videos that I mentioned on Sunday. So it looks like it's turning out pretty well. The accuracy is pretty nice. Majority of the stocks I was right on, so I'll definitely recap that over the weekend and call out a couple other stocks that I see potential for next week. So anyways, guys, take care. Bye.